everyone, so this is going to be a video on my top 10 beauty products that are under £10 or $10. So I'm just going to show you some things I know that I absolutely love that are so affordable, and for those who are on a budget you can definitely have a look and check out these things. Now I've chosen these items because I feel like these are the things I use on a regular basis and I absolutely love. Now there are so many other things that I use, but I just wanted to try and keep it to 10 and obviously under the price point as well. I definitely promise to try a new brand because I feel like I talk about the same brands over and over again, but I will definitely be trying new brands this year and be introducing you to new brands as well. So first thing I'm going to mention are the LA Girl Pro Conceal, one of my mostly used concealers. Besides the Max Select Cover Up, they come in like these sort of applicator things where I don't like, which I'm not really a big fan of, but what can you do? It blends really well, it does increase depending on how you apply it. A little bit goes a long way as well, so I would definitely recommend this. It does last for quite a while depending on how much you wear makeup and how many times you wear makeup in the week and stuff. This is a US brand, so it is from the US, and I get mine from a website called beautyjoy.com, so I will link that below. Number 2 will have to be the Sleek Face Contour Kit. If you watch my tutorials, you know that I do not use anything else to contour with. I always use this kit. I've obviously hit pan because I literally use it every time I have makeup on. So this is in the shade medium. So it comes with the darker shade, it's the contour powder, and then it's got the highlights as well. And I really love it. I have both dark and medium, but I tend to go for medium just because it's not as harsh. And this is amazing. Like to get the contour and highlighting powder in one palette. You make it so accessible, you don't have to use different products, and I think it retails for £7 something. Sleek also have a website, so sleekmakeup.com, I will put the link for that as well. But honestly, I know everyone who's tried this have said they love it, and I know a lot of people, even some US gurus as well, use this and it's amazing. Next things are lashes. Now you know I love my lashes, I am always wearing lashes. If I'm not wearing makeup or anything, if I go out, like on an errand, I always have my lashes on, and the ones I go for are the red cherry lashes, and I use 5 types, 5 different like numbers, obviously alternating, but I do double my lashes. So these are some of the red cherry ones, and we have Wispy 43, 523, 747 medium, 747M. I get mine on eBay and I get 5 pairs for £14. So obviously one pair is like £2 something, so it's still under £10. And I know it's also a lot cheaper as well in dollars. So red cherries are amazing. You know, the bands are quite thin, so I like the thin band. I reuse them as well a lot, and I absolutely love them. Now, I've had this in my collection for quite a while, but just didn't seem to use it as much. But going back to it and obviously trying it out and everything and using it recently, and it has to be my Sleek Primer palette. It has 12 shades, literally all the colours you'd need a primer for. And after testing them out, they're actually amazing. I don't feel like they crease, they do a really good job for a drugstore. You can carry this around with you, especially if you're a makeup artist as well. You don't have to carry individual, bases or primers. The colours are so good, so vibrant. So for whatever shade you use, it lasts very long. An alternative will be the Maybelline Colour Tattoos. Now I have quite a few, but I only have about 5 with me now, just to show you, just for, they look like that. These are also eyeshadow bases. I think they're a lot bigger than the ones in the palette. So if you don't want to get your hands on, say for those in the US, if you don't want to get your hands on Sleek, you have to pay for shipping and everything, you can obviously use the Maybelline Colour Tattoos. These are amazing. This is probably what I would say is a bargain. And these are the MUA eyeliner pencils, and these are like cold pencils to put on your waterline, and they come in a whopping £1. These are £1, and to have pencils that are £1 and are so black, and they actually last on your waterline for ages and don't smudge or run, they're amazing. Anyway, is pretty good at that. So I have been buying this for years. I stuck up on them, especially the black ones, because I know that they sell out a lot, so I have loads. Obviously it's only £1, so I would get loads of them. So they have the black one, I also got the blue one. Sometimes I use the blue, the royal blue for my waterline, but I absolutely love them. So for those who like bold, bright to glittery eyes, sometimes you have to get, you know, glitter in those pots, and they can kind of get everywhere, which can be quite annoying, and you just don't want to have to end up wiping your face after you've applied your makeup. I started getting into using glitter liners. They really cut down steps in terms of applying glitter. First you apply some glue, adhesive into your lids, and then you apply the glitter and make sure it's all blended out properly. But with these are like glitter and the adhesive in one, with also an applicator as well. So you can get this from any brand. It looks like an eyeliner, so easy to apply. I'm sure the US have their alternatives, but any glitter liner, NYX do really good ones as well. So the next item is a hair product, and it is the Batiste Dry Shampoo. Now I've been using this quite a lot because I felt like sometimes you don't want to wash your hair like every day, and you just want to give that sort of extra volume and make, you know, allows your hair to smell nice, and it just revitalizes your hair. So I have been using dry shampoo. Obviously my hair, I just had my hair done, so I haven't used it yet. It's only been like a few days old. But when I had my Peruvian hair, and obviously that's more of a sleeker texture, I was always reaching for my dry shampoo because I just didn't want to wash my hair all the time. But this removes, you know, grease and that sort of oiliness from your hair, and just, like I said, gives it volume and texture. I have the big bottle because I keep having to, you know, repurchase it. Now this is a recent one because I've only just started trying it, but I love it and I wanted to add it to this video. But for those who know, I have been saying that the Naked 2 palette, the black shade, is the blackest matte black shade I've ever tried. And I think in that video where I mentioned that, a lot of people left a comment saying, oh, why don't you try the Makeup Geek eyeshadows, the black one, which is Corrupt, I think. So I was like, I have this, but I just never ever tried to use it. And you guys are right, this is actually a really, really black eyeshadow. I replaced the Carbon eyeshadow in my matte palette for this one. It's now sitting in my matte palette. So the good thing about the Makeup Geek eyeshadows are the fact that they are the same size as the MAC eyeshadows. Makeup Geek are a lot cheaper than MAC. I'm sure there's so many other ones out there, but for a drugstore and for something I can use and for something I know that you could obviously have shipped to the UK, and obviously in the US, I went for that black eyeshadow. This brush is one of my mostly used brushes in terms of eye brushes and blending, and it's a crown brush, and I know crown brushes are quite cheap. They do range from like really cheap to over £10, but this one I believe is less than £10. If not, I apologise, but I haven't actually checked the price, but I know this was cheap when I bought it, and the number has rubbed off, but it's a blending brush that looks exactly like the MAC 217 or the Sigma equivalent, and this is amazing. I have quite a few of these brushes that I use for blending, and it's quite good, especially for those who have like a small lid space. This is really good as well. These are my mostly used lip pencils, and they are also drugstore. I have quite a few. I'm just going to bring them all out, well, the ones I have at the moment on me. They are the NYX Slim Lip Pencils, and they look like that. I love them. They are amazing. They're quite pigmented. They don't come off chalky. Well, it depends on what shade you get. I get mine from eBay, so I get mine for about £2. So you can imagine how many shades I can get. Obviously, you can't get every shade, but I try to get as many as I can. I have almost all the shades that I need: brown, pinks, reds, corals, nudes, so purples. So yeah, these are the NYX lip pencils. I absolutely love them. So if you don't want to spend like £10 or £11 for a MAC lip pencil, NYX do just as good lip pencils as well. And I have literally one of every shade, one for myself and one for my clients. So NYX also do really good lip pencil. So the last thing on my top 10 is a skincare product, and this is the Simple Kind Skin Facial Wipes. I don't use anything else besides these wipes. I absolutely love it. For those who know about MAC, you know how the MAC wipes are really, really wet? Like these are not so much like that, but I feel like they're quite hydrating and they smell so nice, and they don't leave your face feeling really like overly dry. Obviously after wiping you need to sort of use some moisturizer, but I really like it. It takes off quite a lot of makeup as well. I use about 2 each time. It just leaves your skin really soft. It even removes like waterproof mascara as well. So it cleanses the skin and kind of leaves it slightly moisturized, so I really love it. They're always doing like offers on it, like 2 for £4 or buy 2 get the 3rd free, so I'm always buying this. So if you haven't tried out any makeup wipes or cleansing wipes, I would definitely recommend trying the simple wipes. They don't have like perfume or anything, they're just basically nice simple wipes as they call them. That's pretty much it for my top 10. I hope this was helpful if you're wondering for products that were quite affordable, and I'll put everything down below, and if they've got links as well, I'll put the links down below as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.